Hey everyone, it's me. It's Enrique, aka the Aries Gamer, and I'm still in deep cover. This is a special BRAP edition. Black Friday in video games and Fanboys counting inventory stacks. I'm not sure why I'm still talking like this, but it's because I'm undercover. So welcome. And without further ado, we have a very special guest. A Basement Radio Arcade Podcast alumni, Mr. Al, Alcoholocaust. Al, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you guys doing? I'm happy to be here.
We're
Great
happy.
Black Friday, great sales, great fanboys out there talking about stacks of game consoles still on the fucking floor shelves for no goddamn reason whatsoever. I mean, come on now. That's the corniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
You know what, Al? And I'm not going to talk in my disguised voice anymore. But yeah, it never fails every year. Fanboys, and this is all fanboys. You have your PlayStation fanboys, your Xbox fanboys. They go to the stores and they're like sitting there for hours, just like counting stacks, man, just waiting to see who's got,
man.
Who's got the higher stack or who sold the most.
Yeah.
I went to Best Buy today, which many of you saw because I put out like 3 videos,
which are hilarious. Please. And just dedicate 10 minutes to watch all 3. They are hilarious. Just check them out. They're so funny.
You know what's mind-boggling to me? That people actually go out and do this and like sit around for like hours and just take pictures. I don't understand that.
Those people are crazy. Those people deserve to be locked up right now. I mean, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you spend time with your family if you had the day off? I mean, I don't know. Just whatever, man. People's priorities are fucked.
or game for that matter. If you're a gamer, why don't you just be at home gaming?
Yeah, I mean, it's important to see the units on the floor. I got to count the units. I mean, I'll tell everybody my story. My story was today I ran out of batteries, AA batteries, okay? And Best Buy's closer to me than my grocery store, which I would also go to get batteries because whatever. So I go to Best Buy. Not that busy for middle of the day. It was like noon 30, 12:30. Noon 30.
Noon 30.
What an asshole. Who says noon 30 other than me? So I'm in there and I get my pack of batteries and they're usually at the front kiosk. So I see these 2 stacks. There's a stack of PS4 Slims and PS Bros. Equal probably, I'd say 32 units of each, probably 64 in like a cube sort of semi-diamond thing, whatever. And on the right, there's a equal stack of the Xbox One S Slims, the Battlefield one, the cool that gray color, that green-gray, I guess. Yep. I think there was the gray and the blackish one. I don't know. I think they both look pretty awesome. So those are on the right, and they're like right there, right in the entryway of my Best Buy. Now, my Best Buy is located. I'm gonna give my location away, so all these fucking crazies will come out of the woodwork in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. So this is like a fucking heavily populated area. So I'm there, and I'm like, oh, I wonder, like, because I saw all this stuff this morning of people, the units aren't moving. Well, I was there for 10 minutes in the line, and no one got either console. So it's like, and yeah, everyone's gonna be like, well, he was there for 10 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, I'm in there for 10 minutes with like hundreds of fucking people in the store, and everyone, like you said, was buying TVs and phones and DVDs, movies, because those were literally the better deals, I think, at the time, for the majority of real people, not gamers. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
No, sure.
A lot of people were going up there with TVs in front of me, and I was like, oh, I've been wanting to get a 4K HDR 4K TV for a long time, but I'm still going to hold out. But that was my point of my tweet. I tweeted out like, oh, I saw 2 stacks of them. Oh, both companies are failing, because that stupid generalization is just as ridiculous as saying all these console units from my store in bumfuck United States somewhere sold. I mean, it just depends on where you live, That's all. That's all I wanted to say about that.
My Best Buy, it was kind of similar to yours. The stacks were pretty much even.
Yeah.
And
in the middle of the day, I don't look like none of them have sold at all.
yeah,
From
no,
from those two piles.
yeah, no, it looked like that. And um yeah, and so it's funny because everyone's going to have different experiences in the stores, but fanboys see this stuff and they see like piles of PlayStation 4, and automatically it's all PlayStation 4 is doomed, or they see piles of Xbox One stacked up, Xbox One's doomed. And that's so like it's so irrational. It's in the videos that I made earlier was kind of poking fun of that. Like when I said, I saw E40 CDs outsold Metallica's new CD. I said that in the video, the LG stoves and Samsung stoves. I think I said Samsung sold more than LG. So you know what that means. Samsung's going to win stove NPD.
Stove NPD. However, those stoves may or may not blow up your house in about 3 to 4 weeks. So those people might be fucked. Yeah. However, that's funny. See, I didn't even notice any of that stuff. I should have noticed. That's pretty funny. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, but it's like, but it's
silly things.
Yeah, but it's crazy. It's like, and I saw a lot of people like circling around. I was there for probably about like an hour, almost an hour. And I saw one person pick up a console, and it was the Minecraft bundle.
Oh, see, yeah. There's and I'll bleed this right into a new topic. The console bundles, man, for this time of the year are so fantastic for everybody.
I know they are. They're really good.
You can get, like I said, you can get the Battlefield with the Xbox One S, and it's I think a pretty awesome color. It's like a muted gray. It's like what is that? Olive drab, I guess. Or you can get like it's like a darker black almost, off black, I guess. That's pretty sweet. PS4 comes with Uncharted 4. That's fantastic. The Minecraft fucking Xbox One S, that's crazy. And then you get all these Amazon deals where they like throw all these crazy games, like game bundles in there. Newegg has I think 3 games you can get: Call of Duty, Battlefield, and I think Gears of War with a Xbox One. That's insane for like $229, $230. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. I got my Xbox One S through Newegg, and service has been pretty phenomenal. I had a little bit of trouble at the very beginning, but I was able to talk to this customer service rep, and they're like, if it has any more, like they walked me through the steps, fix my issue, and if I had any trouble, they'd guarantee my Xbox One for 2 years. 2 years, and I got my Xbox One S when it came out, for not buying any extended warranty on it. I mean, Newegg service is fantastic.
Nice. Yeah, Microsoft was doing a like OG Xbox One for I think $200.
Oh, that's a killer deal too, man.
Yeah, and I think you got you could pick 3 games.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so yeah, you're right, man. The bundles have been incredible.
Insane. Yeah, right now you can get at Best Buy, you can get the PlayStation 4 console. It's a regular PlayStation 4. It's the Slim, I'm sorry, with Uncharted 4, Ratchet and Clank, and The Last of Us remastered for $250. That's insane, and they're all physical copies of the game. So if you didn't like any of them, you could trade them in. A big deal right now is the $10 Ratchet and Clank. Anybody who has a PS4 should already own that by now. But if you don't, it would behoove you to go to GameStop or Best Buy or Amazon. I think is still selling it for $9.99 right now.
Yeah, nice. You know what, man? I was tempted to pick up a console, but I just can't. I can't do it right now. I can't justify it right now.
I was tempted to get so much stuff. I was like, "Oh, this is a great deal," but I was like, "I don't need that." Like I already played Doom when it came out on my PC, but like all these deals, like I was like, "Oh, do I want to get Doom for the Xbox and the PS4 because it's only like $19 right now?" But I don't need to do that. I got to save money. Like I said, I want to buy an HDR TV probably within the next couple months. I was sold. I haven't been on this podcast for a while, but I want to talk about that for a second. I was completely sold. I went to my father-in-law's house and we played when the PS4 Pro came out, and we played some HDR 4K games, and just astounding. It was, I wouldn't say a religious experience, but probably as close as you're going to get as a gamer, I think, for me.
Yeah.
I played multiple hours of Uncharted 4 and multiple hours of Ratchet and Clank. We ran one level of each before switching on the HDR mode, and The difference was completely noticeable. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, well, it's just a higher contrast." It's not. It's not that. It's like it's almost like there's no crushed anything. Some TVs have crushed blacks, crushed whites, or the color blend is a little weird, and you get like artifacts. This is almost like it's hard to describe it. If you've ever seen like a printed photograph that's on like a poster frame, you know how photographs can be like super sharp, colors are sharp.
Yeah.
That's what the image looks like as it's moving. It's phenomenal. It's very impressive. I was so impressed that I was like, I told my wife, I was like, I need to buy an HDR TV because I feel like our TV sucks compared to that. And I have a regular ass 4K set, you know, and I feel like you're missing out a lot with the 4K with the HDR features. And it's still early yet with the PS4 PS Bro and the Xbox One. I did go over to my father-in-law's house and play Forza Horizon 3 and Gears of War 4 when they both came out on his 4K set as well, and those were equally as impressive. But again, after playing those and then playing the PS4, I was just like, okay, this is more like the nail on the head. I need to go and get one. I mean, it's incredible.
Well, the HDR is what is the key to those TVs.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what makes those colors pop.
It's crazy, man. Like I said, it's hard to describe to someone who without seeing it. And I urge everyone, if they have the means, to go to like a Best Buy or what other, I guess Target even has TVs up.
Yep.
And Walmart to run a video demonstration without HDR first, and then with HDR, and come away unimpressed. If that TV is, I would even say half calibrated, if it's worth a shit, you'd be impressed. Just because you'll never lose detail in shadows, and you'll never lose the screen will never like have that ghosting effect.
Mm-hmm.
And that bothers the shit out of me when you get like a big full frame of like someone in a desert or someone in a snow-filled scene, and they're like really high contrast dark against that background moving, you get like that weird ghosting effect, and that was eliminated. We watched a little bit of The Revenant in 4K HDR. Dude, insane. I was like, oh my God, my father-in-law was just like chuckling to himself. I'm like, you fucking asshole. Now I want to buy this goddamn set. Like, I was like, man, I wish I was retired and I had all the money you do. I'd buy this fucking TV too, but I don't even know what model he has. He has one of the new Sony ones that are like ridiculous, but
yeah, I saw
awesome.
I saw a bunch of like Sony 4K TVs at Best Buy. I mean, they had them out. There was more on the floor than the Samsungs.
Yeah, man, they're pushing it, man, and it's justifiable. That technology is going to be fantastic, and I hope that they bring it to monitors for cheap. Right now, there's no 4K HDR monitors for PC gamers because the technology is right? Yeah, it is, but we don't know how expensive it's going to be. It's probably going to be fucking crazy expensive, but that'll be interesting. But once that normalizes out and it becomes like the norm,
yeah,
it'll be good times for everyone. I mean, that's the next best thing, I think, as far as your image.
Yeah,
quality goes.
I'm trying to hold out, man, like another year for 4K.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to actually, because I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't right now.
Yeah, I want to get into it early, but I can't do it now, and that's why I didn't buy anything today. I didn't buy anything yesterday for myself. I bought Christmas gifts for my entire family and my wife's family, but that's it. I bought myself a 99-cent avatar on PSN, and that's all. And that's literally all I bought for myself. Like, there's a lot of great deals out there for gamers who like, don't buy stuff day one. I'm sort of retarded in the fact that and don't take offense that I use the word retarded, people, please. But if I see a new game coming out, I have to play it like the day it comes out or soon after. I can't wait 3 weeks drop from price. I just can't do that. So, same thing with Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 15 was $29 on the Xbox One yesterday.
Dude, it's sold out.
It's sold out instantaneously. It's still $49. It's still $49 on Newegg right now.
That's still a good deal.
Oh yeah, but again, I have the Ultimate Edition already paid off, so I'm just gonna wait for that. I'm just gonna wait for it. I've waited 10 years for the damn game. I'll wait another couple days for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you. We've all been waiting 10 years.
Fastback picked up Virginia. I hear that's fantastic. That's the one indie I think that escaped me from playing this year. Well, no, that's not the entire truth. Is Tyranny considered an indie game?
I believe it is.
Well, then I haven't played Tyranny either, but I want to play Virginia. I know that Sonny's playing that right now. John Dope on Twitter.
Dude, Virginia's like $10 now, I think, on the Xbox Live Store.
I might get it there. If it's cheaper there than it is on Steam, then I'll get it there.
Yeah. And then we have the Steam sale.
Oh my God. I know, right? As soon as I'm trying to save my money, I see all these deals. Like Green Man Gaming is another place that sells reputable Steam keys. They have a whole bunch of games that I really liked. Oh, sorry, I'm like choking on my beer here. They had a Homefront Revolution for $12.
That's a steal, man.
For Steam. Now people are like, Homefront Revolution was like the most mediocre shooter ever, and I was like, I thought the same thing too until Steam had a free trial of it for like a weekend, and I really liked the game. I don't know. It's just I like Far Cry formulas, and I'm close to Philadelphia, and that recreation of Philadelphia is pretty damn close to what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the gameplay, the shooting is fun. The guns are fun to use, and the mission varieties, I like them. I liked Far Cry 4 as well. The mission variety is very similar. Like you have like a capture, like collect something in this area, a kill this individual in this area, a clear this area out, and like a siege mode, almost like a self-contained horde or survival mode in this area for a little while, and then you go. Anyways, I like that. So for $12 on Green Man Gaming for a Steam key, I was tempted, but like I said, I'm trying to save all my money. But that's a great deal, and the Steam deals themselves are really good. You can get, I think, Skyrim Special Edition on Steam for I think $15 now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's cheaper there than it is on the consoles.
Oh, gosh, man.
On PSN, you can get it for $30. I think.
I did see that. Yeah,
that's insane. And there's a coupon for everyone who's a
10% off, right?
Yeah, 10% off. You can Google that code. I think that's out and about. Physical copies, I think, for $25 today on Amazon.
That's not bad.
For both Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah, that's not bad. I should have waited, man. I kind of kicked myself for getting Sky, because I got it when it launched a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. It's a great game though, man. I wouldn't kick yourself, man.
Well, I've only played 20 minutes of it.
You only played 20 minutes of it? What do you have it on? The Xbox or the PS4? Xbox?
Yeah.
I would, if I were you, I would burn through the main quest and then just mod the shit out of it, because the mods on the Xbox One are fantastic. Because once you mod it, I don't think you can get achievements, or you have to turn the mods off to go back to achievements.
Yeah, achievements.
Yeah, I would get all the achievements in the main quest and then just do the mods, because some of the mods on the Xbox are ridiculous.
The problem is, Al, I'm so backlogged right now, man.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. And that's a good time sink though. I love Skyrim. People always hate on Bethesda games, but I love it, man. It's still fun, and it's dated, and the fucking animations are like, oh, look how bad like the characters are moving, and the character models are. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, man. The game is still fun as fuck. The game is more fun now than 90% of the games that came out this year, hands down. It's still there's no sense of exploration games anymore. That's why I really, really, really cannot wait for Breath of the Wild, because that looks like, boom, like exploration is finally like back in games. But
speaking of exploration, man, The Witcher 3, I think the
complete edition is $24.
Yes,
insane. And it's a whole different set of achievements and trophies if you want to get another copy of it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting it for the Xbox One.
You know what? Funny, I
already own 4 copies of the game. I might get a 5th.
I have The Witcher 3 for Xbox One. I might get it for PS4 now.
Dude, why not?
Yeah.
And it's not like they're named differently, but the same achievements. They are literally different achievements and different trophies. People don't understand that. Just check it out. I mean, you can check out the trophy list. like I think the first trophy you get or the first achievement is the Butcher of Blaviken is like the first thing you get when you like kill the guys in the little intro area in the bar, but you don't get that in this one. It's called something else, you know. So it's pretty cool, you know.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
I'm
All
out.
of the DLC and it's a different package. It's I don't know. You know
Uh,
how I feel about it. I love that game. I think Witcher 3 and Bloodborne are the greatest games of this generation still.
and Bloodborne's, I think I saw it at Best Buy for 15 or 19.
You might get Bloodborne.
I didn't pick it up.
Oh, you played it though, right?
You know what? I have not played it.
Holy shit! Oh my god, if John was here, he'd slap you.
Oh,
I'll slap you for John right now.
He knows this. He's like, what's wrong with you?
I'll tell you what. If you like Dark Souls 3, right?
I do. It's a very good game.
I'm not shitting on Bloodborne at all, but I will say Bloodborne is a hell of a lot easier to get into and become accustomed to the movement and everything than Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And people will say, well, no, because the DLC in Bloodborne is harder than any DLC in Dark Souls 3. No, man. No.
I've heard people say that, though.
As a Dark Souls fan, the bosses in the DLC are fucking hard as shit. But no, there's no way they can touch the stuff in Dark Souls 3. Especially the Dark Souls 2 DLC bosses. Those shit all over in difficulty. they throw shit all over Bloodborne. However, again, I was trying to say Bloodborne is easier to get into. It's a lot more forgiving because they basically give you 10 health vials, which you can cheese the game. If you're somewhat good at Souls games, you can cheese lots of things with that. I mean, that's just how it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not.
All-Star in the comments hated Homefront the Revolution. Well, I like the 3 hours I spent with the open weekend.
By the way, All-Star's at Best Buy right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's at Best Buy.
Nice. Good luck, man.
Yeah, let us know how the stacks look. What the stacks look like.
Oh yeah, tell us the stacks and try to be honest.
Yes. Yeah, be honest about it. But you know, when I went to Best Buy today, like I was looking at some of the games that are out, and some of the deals really weren't that good physical at Best Buy.
Yeah, you know, I didn't think that there was a lot. I think a couple there was like standouts. Like I said, the Ratchet and Clank was a standout. Doom was a standout. Skyrim was a standout.
Yep.
Titanfall's dropped it was almost $30 or 33 or $34 last week before Black Friday. So it's not like it's
not really a good deal, yeah.
Battlefield 1 being $29, that's a pretty good one though.
That's a pretty good deal. And I got Dishonored for it was 34, and then with everything it came out to be like 15 for me. Yeah,
you traded in.
Yeah, but
I don't want to mention it.
No, I did.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's a great game too. Yeah, I'm working my way through that.
Yeah, you know, I'm probably going to play the first Dishonored and then play Dishonored 2 after that.
It's good. I'll say it's good.
Yeah.
Both Dishonored and Dishonored 2 are very, very good. If you like Thief, you'll have a lot to like.
God, I haven't played Thief in forever. I didn't play the last Thief that came out.
Oh, the last Thief was terrible. I got it super cheap when it first came out. I think there was a price error, so I got it really cheap on the. How did I get it on? I guess it came out on Xbox One. It came out on PS4, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got it when it came out cheap. There was a price error, I think, on GameStop. It was okay. There was 2 standout levels. There was an asylum level that was really cool, and the voice acting was kind of good, but it wasn't that great. I'm talking old school Thief though. If you like old school Thief, you'll like Dishonored.
Old school Thief was good.
Imagine old school Thief mixed with BioShock Weird. That is Dishonored.
That's good.
It doesn't hurt that the art director is like the guy who made Half-Life 2 look fucking awesome.
Excuse me, I'm yawning. Ugh.
Yeah, man.
All right.
The stacks were equal according to All-Star. The stacks were equal. See, maybe they do that. Maybe it's like a PR thing where they have guys push out.
You know what it is?
Bat Boys. They have like ball boys from like Wimbledon. They have guys run out there with a console, drop it off. If there's a slot, like, oh, there's 2 holes open. Get out there, and the guy runs out there and shoves 2 consoles on the thing.
We're low. Go.
Yeah. Hey man, you want to pay me $15 an hour? I'll do it.
I'll do it too. You know what? No, you know what it is? There's a vast media conspiracy against the consoles. That's why you see equal stacks.
Maybe. That's it.
It's media. I'm going to blame it on media bias.
Yeah, I would. I'd blame everything on media bias.
I do too. Um, speaking of deals, like so, on Xbox Live, because I've been looking at some of the deals.
Oh, there's some good deals on there too.
Yeah, I mean the Metro bundle, $6.
Whoa, those games are fucking awesome.
I know, so I'm gonna pick that up. I haven't picked it up yet, and
man,
Eric and Sam and Bella have been telling me you got to pick it up. I haven't done. I don't know why. I'm just procrastinating. I don't know why.
Metro is a little hard to get into. And honestly, when I first played it, I was sort of like, what the hell am I playing? But this is beautiful. But Last Light is awesome from start to finish and makes a lot more sense. And that this doesn't make sense saying that, but the sequel makes more sense as a game than the first game. The first game is sort of like, what the fuck is going on? Whereas the second game is sort of like, I don't know. I love the second game. It's awesome.
But dude, for $6, man, like that's insane.
Yeah. Did Mad Max came out, I think 2 years ago, right? Or a year ago?
Yeah, I think it's a year ago. I think it's $12.
It's $10 on Amazon right now.
It's $10 on Amazon?
Yeah. Xbox, PC, and PS4, $10.
Oh my gosh, that's a steal.
Yeah, man. I spent 20 hours in that game, and that game is pretty awesome.
It's $11.99 on Xbox Live right now.
That's a great game.
Yeah, actually, Mafia 3 Deluxe Edition is $51.99.
You know, a lot of people give Mafia 3 a hard time, but if you look at Mafia 3 not as like an open world game like Grand Theft Auto and more like a game, say, LA Noire, whereas you didn't really care what you did before you got to the detective part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a better game. And that's how I turned my brain off in thinking it was an open world. It's a recreation of New Orleans. No. It was okay, I finished this mission. I'm just going to drive to this mission straight. I'm not going to explore anything. Go right to the mission because the missions are awesome. The writing is phenomenal. The cutscenes, you play for the cutscenes, sort of like LA Noire, and you play for the progression of the story, the crimes.
LA Noire was so good.
Yeah. Oh, I wish we get it. I know, and they shut down Horror of the Orient or whatever the hell Bondi was working on. Team Bondi, was it the Horror of the Orient?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I like that game too. But so that's a good deal though.
I've heard the same criticism about Mafia 3. Like in between missions, the open world just doesn't do anything to really keep you engaged in the game.
No, it's a shame. I put that story. I honestly haven't finished it. I only put 15, 16 hours into it. But what I've played, the story is phenomenal. It's probably one of the better stories this year. Not the best, but one of my personal favorite stories. But like I said, the gameplay is sort of like, it's okay. But I played it for the story, and I liked what I got. I got 15 hours of enjoyment out of it. So
there you go. So
no
have you played Song of the Deep?
Yes,
because that's $7.50 right now.
That is an awesome game. And if anyone has ever played the old game Blaster Master on the Nintendo,
I remember Blaster Master.
You're a little character and you can get out of your vehicle and explore. It's like a combination of Blaster Master and Metroid. Whereas you get to something and you need to unlock it, but you need to get an ability. You'll go back, get an ability, and you can go back and unlock it's like that. It's beautiful. The music is awesome, and it's like a 12 to 13 hour game, and I liked it. I like Metroidvania games though. It's not as good as Axiom Verge, which I think is like the best we've had, other than what's the name of that game? What the fuck is it? Let me pull it up right now. The remake of Metroid 2. What was it called? AM2R?
Yep, the one that got canned by Nintendo.
Yeah, I just actually turned on the game right now. I got to turn it off. But that game was probably the best Metroidvania game I've played. So I like Song of the Deep a lot.
So I might have to pick that up for $7.50, man.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at the complete edition, Witcher 3.
$24.99. Is it still $24?
Well, I'm looking at I'm on Xbox right now, so I'm looking at the Xbox Live. It's $29.99.
Oh, I'd say $5, man. I'm cheap like that.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Oh, Cover Blue Network, shout out in the chat, just said Mad Max is $7.99 on PSN, and that's how I played Mad Max. I also got a Steam copy as a gift from somebody, but I played the majority of my time on PSN. I had a good time with it, man. I think I actually own that on everything though. I own it on Xbox One and PC as well, but I spent the majority of my time on PS4. Fantastic game.
So Al, we have a prediction here.
What's the prediction?
All-Star Gamer has said the Wii U and Nintendo 3DSs were the lowest compared to Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
Okay, I'm gonna. What are you gonna say? You're gonna say that they sold more?
I was gonna say they're gonna win MPD November.
Joke. Hey, no joke. Those DSs that came up on Amazon on Twitter, all those motherfucking DSs that were $99 sold out within like 10 minutes.
Oh, I know.
So that tells you something, man. Kmart sold out, Target sold out, Walmart sold out, Best Buy sold out, Amazon sold out. Every time they popped up, Toys R Us sold out. I think Toys R Us had 4 groups of them, and they all sold out. So that tells you something, man.
Nintendo is the hottest gaming device so far.
Yo, man, people are thirsty as fuck for the new fucking Nintendo system. That's it, man. When that Switch comes out, that thing is going to be so hard to find. People are like, oh, they're going to make more than enough copies. They're going to sell. They're going to be stacks of them.
No, there's that.
Be just like the Wii U. I'm like, no, you're crazy, man. There may not, because Zelda got delayed, and I'm a little apprehensive about Mario. That's just me.
That Mario looks good though, man.
We saw 2 seconds.
It reminds me of Mario.
We saw 2 seconds of it, Enrique. Be serious.
I know.
I hear it's more exploratory, sort of like Super Mario 64 and to a degree, Galaxy was sort of like you can explore like your area. It's not a linear progression. Anyways, that's good. But other than that, it's sort of like as far as the launch window, I don't really care about that stuff. I really just wanted it for The Legend of Zelda. And regardless of that, I'm going to be there day one because I will not be waiting until fucking August to get a goddamn Switch, because I guarantee, you can tweet this out. Al said it. This shit's going to be fucking hard as fuck to get for 2 months. I say at least 2 months.
Yeah, I agree.
If you want to switch, you better put money down as soon as the store says you can put money down to pre-order Switch. I would do it instantaneously. That thing is going to be scarce as fuck to find.
So, Al, I went to The Witcher 3 and somehow I have game clips of Geralt and Trish getting it on.
Somehow,
I didn't record that. I remember doing that, but
did your kid play it?
Yeah. I hope not. He's 7 years old. Well, I have a 2-year-old too.
Maybe it was a 2-year-old.
Yeah. He was curious. He's like, "Oh, what's this?"
He's like, "What the hell is Dad playing?
What is that? What is Dad playing?" And my 2-year-old.
That's exactly his voice.
Yeah, Dewey. Yeah, with a deeper voice. What is Dad playing? Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I'm like, how do I have a clip? I'm telling you, I would never record this, but somehow I recorded.
Is it your recording? Because sometimes when I go onto Xbox One, and when I go on Xbox One games, it shows like most popular recordings and stuff like that. Or
all right, so maybe that's what it is.
Friends. Yeah,
maybe that's what it is.
Maybe it's from your friends. Maybe it's Crazy Juan. Maybe he put it up there.
Okay, so all the popular clips of Geralt getting it on.
See, that's what it is.
Oh yeah, this is.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
Yeah.
You didn't drunk post those on Xbox Live.
This might be Sam.
Oh shit!
Might be our co-host Sam of Basement Radio Arcade. Oh my god, dude!
Sam, what are you doing?
Sam, what are you doing? Sam, if you're listening, what are you doing? Oh my god, dude! Let me tell you, Geralt is putting in work in these clips.
Woo!
I mean, jeez.
Is he beating the brakes off of it? Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
He is. He's beating the brakes off of it.
Let me check out any more new deals that people have. Okay, so there's a Microsoft Xbox One S 500 gigabyte Battlefield bundle is $239 price at checkout on eBay right now.
Steal.
Yeah, it's a steal. And the eBay is the official Newegg eBay, and it comes with a free 1-year warranty. Again, I bought my Xbox One S from that exact same thing. I bought it through the official Newegg eBay seller, and its customer service was fantastic because I had a small issue with my Xbox One S when I first got it, but it was fixed within a couple of sessions talking to people on chat, and they said I have a 2-year warranty through them, so that's pretty awesome.
Oh, nice.
What other new deals? Okay.
Star Wars Battlefront's $15.
Oh my God. You can get Star Wars Battlefront with everything. The season pass for $19 on Amazon right now. Xbox One, PC, and PS4. The problem with that is it's back ordered as a motherfucker, so you're going to expect 2 weeks for shipping.
Oh shit.
But $20 for the entire game as opposed to $80, I believe, is what it would have cost if you got it. You know?
You know what's crazy, Al, is that Doom is like $20.
It's not that crazy. I mean, it came out a couple months ago.
Right? Or a couple months ago. No, it came out in April.
Yeah. It came out in April, but it's not completely crazy to think. I mean, Bethesda games usually drop in price pretty quickly.
Game of the year.
It's definitely one of my favorite games of the year. I wouldn't say game of the year, but
I haven't played it yet, but it's been nominated for game of the year.
Hold the door. You haven't played Doom yet?
No,
oh, good grief. Everyone in chat needs to berate Enrique right now for not playing Doom.
Boo this man.
Boo this man. Are you going to watch the Game Awards? Geoff and you are? So you're going to have no fucking clue when this guy comes out and plays these amazing... The guy who did the music is going to be there. For people who don't know in chat, a group from Doom is actually going to be there to perform this music from the game live, and it's fucking metal as fuck. It's awesome stuff.
All right, so cool. I'm not going to have any idea.
Yeah, you're going to be like, why are these individuals on stage right now making all this racket?
Yeah, what's going on?
And you're going to have your pinky extended as you sip your liquor from your glass. You're exactly. Go, what the hell is this nonsense?
What is this? Why am I watching this?
Yeah, right.
No, you know what though? Again, it goes back to just being backlogged. I mean,
that was a busy time, man. I think Uncharted came out then.
Uncharted 4?
Doom came out. Ratchet and Clank came out within this 2-week window, and that was nonsense. I mean, that sucks for us.
It was Christmas.
Everything. Yeah. Christmas, aka scumming it, eating hot dogs and ramen because you spent all your money on fucking games. It sucks.
Yeah, no, it does, man. Batman Arkham Knight, $16.
That's everything, right? That's the season pass too.
Yeah, it's a premium edition.
Yeah, the DLC is okay. For everything, $16. That's definitely worth it. Each of the DLCs probably take you 20 minutes to do.
Al, do you play Borderlands? The Handsome Collection?
Oh yeah, I did. I love those games. Again, I like games people hate. I like them because they're fun. Sorry, Borderlands 2 was fun. I played that with my nephews and my niece because 4-player co-op. We loved it. We played the first game co-op. We played the second game in co-op. We played the second game in co-op on. This is going to be ridiculous. We played it first on 360, then on PS3, then on Xbox One, and we started on PS4.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I got multiple, and I got it on PC. I barely played it on PC though, barely. I love those games, but those games get, like I said, no, I didn't say Bethesda, but 2K games also drop price around Steam sales and stuff. I think I got both Battlefield, Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2, and all the DLC for like $10 on the Steam sale, the winter sale.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the benefits of being a PC gamer, man. Steam.
Oh my God, Steam's good. Like I said, cdkeys.com is a reputable site. People say, oh, it's like Kinguin. No, it's not like fucking Kinguin, and it's not gonna fucking hack your shit. It's legit.
It is legit.
A a lot of times you get UK game codes and they unlock earlier. So you'll play the game when the UK time unlocks, and I'm a US East Coast, so I'll be playing the game 6 hours before, which is fantastic because I hate waiting till midnight to play fucking brand new games. I was playing Dishonored 2 like on my PC at like 6 o'clock when I came home that night. I was like, oh hell yeah, I don't have to wait till fucking midnight. Fuck them, you know. But that I love it. I love CD keys. Green Man Gaming is a UK based key seller. They'll sell you keys that are either worldwide keys or UK keys. Same thing. They'll both work in American Steam accounts. Or Origin. They also sell Origin keys. So if you want to play Titanfall 2 or you want to play Battlefield, you can get these games cheap there. It is cheap to be a PC gamer as far as the games go. The hardware's that's another story. That's a whole nother animal. However, the good thing about that is it's open to what you want to put into it is what you get out of it. You put more money towards it, that shit's going to last you years. You buy the bottom of the barrel graphics card that's $99. Don't expect it to run anything after 6 months. You know, you can run games that are literally out now, but that's it.
Yeah. Wait, Al, you tweeted out something. There was a graphics card for $200.
Yeah, you can get a 1080 graphics card from Amazon for $160. That's pretty good. You can get if you wanted to get a high-end graphics card, you could get a 1080, which is the top of the line graphics card for a $70 mail-in rebate, dropping the price to I think $570. Yeah, that's expensive, but hey, you're not spending $600 and tax on top of that. That's no tax, that's free shipping. So you're spending $500. You're spending that's how that's a Newegg deal. So how Newegg does it is they'll proactively give you the discount, so you don't have to mail in anything, which is pretty awesome. So they'll just mark that off. So you literally pay $540 for a $640 graphics card. That's a deal. Yeah, that's fucking crazy for people who are like, oh, $600 for a graphics card, you're fucking crazy. Well, yeah, PC gamers are fucking crazy, and rightfully so. We're spending like $1.5 grand, $2 grand on decent computers, and I would never call my computer like top of the line. It was never top of the line when I got it brand new.
I don't know.
It was just
looks like Megatron.
It's just decent. That's all it is. It's not terrible, but it's not the best thing you're going to find. It's just decent, you know.
So your computer looks beast, man. I don't know about decent.
No, next year it'll probably be beast when I put a fucking I'm going to put that 12 teraflop fucking Titan X in there. Believe that shit, and new CPU. It'll be fucking ridiculous, but right now it's moderate. I mean, I got a 980 Ti. I got stuff that's from like 2014 in there.
Hey, Al, let me ask you something, man. Speaking of CPUs, man, have you heard anything about Scorpio?
I'm biting my tongue right now. I'll say people would be surprised. I think a lot of people were not expecting Scorpio to have good architecture, to still be Jaguar based, and I'm not going to confirm anything. I will not confirm anything, but I will say, to keep that holiday hope alive, that it's sounding pretty promising that they're going to fucking deliver on something pretty powerful when it comes out next year. So with that being said, that's left into interpretation. I've heard conflicting reports, so I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but I'm going to say that there's a reason Phil Spencer is out there talking about 4K, 30 frames, actual 4K, and their stuff is saying actual 4K. PS Bro, yeah, some of the stuff is not real 4K, and I give it a lot of fucking grief just because they made the fact that they're going to say true 4K, but it's not. But some of the stuff is, but doesn't. Regardless of that, the PS4, PS Bro stuff looks beautiful. It does look leaps and bounds better than base PS4.
Yeah. Have you already think about some of the patches for some of these pro games? Because like I've heard.
Yes. A lot of them are bad, but I think they're getting quickly rectified. I think Watch Dogs had an issue, but that was quickly rectified within 3 or 4 days. Mm-hmm. Battlefield had an issue. was fixed, like completely gone with the next patch, and now they add a new patch onto it that fixed a lot of game mechanics, but now the performance is dipping again. I don't know if it's CPU related or not. I don't know the whole technical issue on that side. It just depends on the game developer, which is a shame because it's sort of left up to the developers on if they want to support this stuff or not. Skyrim, I heard, was fixed. Skyrim ran worse than on the PS4 Pro.
Did you hear Final Fantasy 15 wasn't running as good on the Pro?
I heard that a while ago, but I heard that that's been fixed with people who have the game right now, which I've heard about. Do you want to go into discussion about Final Fantasy 15? Because I have a lot of positive things to say about that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, man.
Drop some nuggets.
I'll drop some nuggets. I know 2 reputable game sites that are going to give that game a very good score on Monday. I know 2 people that I'm friends with on Twitter who have the game that aren't reviewing the game that like the game so far. And I've seen numerous screenshots of the game running on PS4 Pro that look incredible. Just screenshots. I'm not saying gameplay, etc. I think the people would be surprised. I haven't played the game myself. I played Duske. I call it Duske. And then whatever the hell the second demo was, which was horrible. That second demo was not good.
No.
But I want it to be good because I've waited so long. Same with The Last Guardian.
Yeah, 10 years.
But you know what? It's not like I'll lose sleep if it's not good. I think that it's, judging from the early reports of my friends who are reviewers at game sites, I think it's going to review very well. But I also hear from people who don't have the game are getting snarky about it. And I can give you an example. There's a reviewer that's popular on Twitter and the internet. He's a UK-based gamer. He's very snarky. He didn't get a game code yet. So when he gets his game code, he might bump points off that. Square Enix is a bastard. And the fact that they they know how people are. They have people looking at your website before they even give you a game code.
Jeez.
If you know, if they see how you review shit, and this person, without naming names, if they look at your website and they see how you're going to review it, they're not even going to bother. They're going to send it to you.
I think I know who you're talking about, Al.
I mean, most people do.
Yeah, I think it's obvious.
It's not Total Biscuit. So there goes that guy. So it's obviously someone else.
Yeah.
I can already see him giving the game like a 5 out of 10 just on merit. Not merit, but just because they burned his ass.
Yeah.
But I see these other game sites who've had the game for like the last 4 or 5 days, a week. The person I was talking to has had the game for 8 days. So
shit.
Some people haven't had the game for more than 4 or 5 days. I think it's going to review. It's going to be weird to see people who if they judge their buying power on watching reviews or reading reviews. It's depending on who you like, I guess. Personally, I would go by if you have friends that have played the game. I know a lot of people that I interact with on Twitter follow the guy that is playing the game. It's Justin Solani, Slasher JPC, Justinator 5000 on Twitter. Great guy. He reviewed stuff for ZTG GD and his own stuff.
Yep.
He has the game and he's under no embargo. He has a literal copy that he can talk about whatever. He got it legit, you know? He loves the game. So, I mean, I would hope people would base their opinion on a game before buying it on someone like real like that, rather than a game site that's paid. I see Cover Blue Network wrote 10 out of 10 IGN. And you know what? I guarantee that they're not going to go less than a 9 because of the money they spent on the two huge events that they had. I mean, I think, and all the coverage that they have on IGN first for it. So I think I wouldn't trust those huge game sites. The ones that I'm talking about aren't that huge, but they're still noticeable. I mean, they get a lot of traffic, so I don't know. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, me too, man. I mean, it's been 10 years in the making. And you know, it's yeah, I can't wait, man. I don't think I've been this. I don't think I've looked forward to a Final Fantasy like this in a very long time, probably since 10. And actually I didn't really end up enjoying 10 too much.
I'll say the same thing, but I did enjoy 10.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. Don't be
money,
wrong.
what's up, you money? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, 13 sort of fell flat for me after it became open and you could actually grind. And that sounds like really sexually innuendo.
Are we talking about The Witcher 3 now?
No, I'm talking about Final Fantasy 13 because the first 10 or 15, maybe even more hours of that game was a tutorial. You couldn't really grind enemies out, level your guys up until that point. And once I got to that, I was sort of done with the game. I never finished it, and
You know what's funny, Al?
I never played that. I never played the Lightning games because of that, and I figured I was like, "Fuck, I'm done. I guess I'm done with Final Fantasy." And then
no, I got through maybe 25 minutes of Final Fantasy 13. And I was done.
Damn.
I was over it.
Damn.
Yeah.
I played Final Fantasy X to completion the same winter break that I played Metal Gear Solid 2 on PS2. And I loved it. I put, I think, 90 hours into that game.
Oh, wow.
I think the voice acting in that game was among the worst voice acting in a game that you've ever heard, ever made, ever, of all time. And yes, that's Al being ridiculous, but the voice acting in that game was fucking shameful as
worst
fuck.
Ever.
And I was playing it alongside Metal Gear Solid 2, a game that I have issues with gameplay-wise, but the voice acting in that game was that's a fucking Metal Gear game. Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
The voice acting in the game is fucking awesome. But I don't know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to how it reviews on Monday, but I'm not concerned because I know from the people that I trust and what I've heard that I'll be happy. I know that there are issues in how the open world is. I've heard a complaint that it's too open, that there's not enough towns, but I've also heard that there's a lot of places to explore, and that appeals to me. I like side quests, and I heard there's a lot of side quests in it. I was a fan of Xenogears Chronicle X. If anyone played that, I heard a lot of comparisons to that as far as world diversity of animals and creatures that you can fight and stuff. So I don't know. I heard they improved the combat.
I did hear that too.
So it's not like you hold X button down and then you hit square to do a circle to do like a special attack or whatever. But you might. It was okay. I mean, I'd probably ramp up the difficulty if I was given the option. I don't know if you can. But I'm in it for the music. The graphics look phenomenal, and just the experience of playing a game that I've waited 10 years for. B money. Final Fantasy 15 is about to be the truth. I'll go out on a limb and say that it's probably going to be divisive, but the ones that give it a high rank, it might be making people's Game of the Year lists. And I'll say that before it's even out.
Wow.
I can see that.
Really?
Yeah, I can see it.
Al, you know who's done the best open world this console gen?
CD Projekt Red.
Yep.
And it's a shame because it's almost a shame because they almost ruined Fallout for me.
Really?
Yeah, I think that they took the steam out of quests and every RPG I've ever played after it. Well, I haven't played many, but it's like people are like, yeah, but in Witcher 3 you basically do the same thing. And it's like, well, to a degree you sort of do that in every game, but in Witcher 3 you experience unique characters and they have unique voices, and the voice acting and everything it's
on another level.
It's on another level, and you go back to like,
and the side quests really do a good job, I think, tying into the overall.
Oh my god, it's insane
story, you know.
Yeah, so like going back to what I was saying, like you go into Fallout and then you get to like a mission and the guy just says, "Oh, go to this and come back to me," and then you're just like, "Oh, that's it." You're like, yeah, I was expecting to sit down, have a sip of my beer while you were telling me, and he just told me
where's Roach
in 4 minutes what to do, and I was like, "Oh shit." Whereas like Witcher 3, I could sit down, have a sandwich, Leave my headset on, go take a leak, come back, and they're still talking about what I have to do.
Yeah.
You know,
A little more involved.
yeah. I mean, I like that, and people are like, "Oh, well, there's not a lot of gameplay there," but it's
No, but again, the side quests tie
it
into
is.
what the game's about,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I hope I don't know this stuff. I've tried to limit myself as far as seeing what's in and offered in Final Fantasy. What I want to see is I want to see the ability to level up your individual characters, the ability to increase their magic skills like independently, or their limit breaks.
Yep.
Is there a limit break quest? Is there ultimate weapon quests like there were in like the older games? That'd be cool. I do know that there are side activities. My friend who's reviewing the game at a smaller website, not the bigger website, said that he spent literally an hour and a half with Noctis's mini game where you can fish because he said it was that fun. And I was like,
really?
Holy shit. I love fishing in games. And that sounds terrible. And like, why the hell would you play a game to fish? I play a game to fish because I don't have to go outside. I don't have to get in the fucking boat. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to it, man. I want Tabata to be, vilified. I want him to be, exonerated. I think he shouldn't just be cast aside as, oh, he's the Crisis Core creator. Fuck him. He can't make a Final Fantasy game. I think it's. I want it to succeed. I don't want it to fail.
No, I don't think anybody wants it to fail. Well, some people probably do.
People are retarded if they want it to fail, but.
Well, we've seen that,
Yeah, because people need to be honest. If they want it to fail, then don't expect Final Fantasy VII Remake to be anything. They'll probably give up on it if this fails.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen.
And I don't want it to. Yeah,
because I'm really looking forward to Final Fantasy.
Yeah, man, Anatrop. If this fucking fails, Brandon is gonna fucking kill himself, and I don't want that to happen.
No.
That man loves Final Fantasy VII. I love Final Fantasy VII. I don't want to see that fucking go away. Someone asked, how long is Final Fantasy 15 supposed to be? I've heard the main quest is about 26 hours straight through from someone who tried to do it just to complete it.
That's doable, man. 27 hours is doable.
I heard that there's literally 60 to 80 hours of extra shit to do if you want to do it all. Yeah. What that entails, what that is, though, I don't know.
Is it fishing?
I don't know. Is it fishing? Are there ultimate weapons like in Final Fantasy VII? Is it materia quests or the spell? What was it? What were the quests in Final Fantasy IX? There was like these quests you could do. But is it like that? Is it like backstory quests where you can find out about the characters? Is it, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm excited. If you couldn't tell already.
No, dude, me too, man. I mean, a lot of us that grew up playing the Final Fantasy series are really excited for this game because look, it's been 10 years in the waiting.
Yeah, definitely. Megatron, welcome, man.
Yeah, what's up, Megatron? But yeah, man, I just speaking of Final Fantasy VII, that's probably my favorite Final Fantasy game.
Yo, I love it. I love it. I love Final Fantasy VI, aka Final Fantasy III on Super Nintendo for the United States. I love that game. But I love Final Fantasy VII, man. The music is great. The dialogue is great, even if the fucking the translation was broken. I love the materia was fantastic. The magic system was great. The fact you could grind as soon as you left Midgar was great. You could grind at the beginning of the game if you really wanted to like break the game. But I love Midgar. I already said the music, but it needs to be said again. The music in that game is the best in the series.
Yeah.
The best in the series. Sephiroth is fantastic. The Turks, the whole backstory on the Turks is awesome. Vincent is awesome. The fact that there's a cat in there, that's awesome with a fucking robot. That's awesome. That game was crazy. When that game came out, I remember picking that game up day one it came out. That was insane.
I was late to the game with Final Fantasy VII, man.
Oh my god, my dad.
But I couldn't put it down once I picked it up.
My dad he got me into gaming. And when I came home with that, he sat up with me. I think we played till like 3 or 4 in the morning. Well, he watched me and he was just like, this is incredible. He's like, man, if we had these when I was kids, I would have never gone, I would have never gone to school and shit like that, was crazy, man. That was just on another level. It's awesome.
So Al, let's transition to another game here real quick. That's coming
Sure,
up.
sure.
That's been many years in the making. Have you heard anything about The Last Guardian?
I've heard one bad thing, but I'm gonna quell that after I tell everybody that I've heard the one bad thing with a good thing. Okay.
All right.
So we'll do the reverse. Bad news first, then do good news. Okay. We'll leave everybody with good taste in their mouth. So the bad news, I heard a couple days ago. I guess it was about a week ago, Sunday, from someone that they heard that The Last Guardian features bad controls. And I was like, bad controls? Like, doesn't control well or not tunable? I was heard that they were clunky and not intuitive. And I'm like, okay. But then I thought about it for a little bit, and I'm like, you know what? The Team Iku games weren't exactly laser precision fucking control. If you ever used Eco, that's like the little kid ran around like you could hit left and right on the stick, and he sort of spun around. It's very odd. And Shadow of the Colossus. Side note: Shadow of the Colossus, I put probably my top 10 games of all time. It's probably closer to in the top 3. I love that game.
Mm-hmm.
The controls on that were very difficult, I think, because you had to like hold both triggers to climb and the movement and everything, but it was a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that maybe they kept the same kind of controls with that. Anyways, so that was the bad news I heard. My pre-order is still way kept because Ueda is
that's a great point, man. That's a great point because when those games came out, like that was kind of like both games, like you said, people thought the controls were like very finicky.
Yeah, people they weren't really received well. Other than like I think the PlayStation Magazine, official PlayStation Magazine, OPM, they gave it like near perfect scores both games. But a lot of places were just sort of like, the controls are bad, but the story's really good, so we'll give it a 7.
Did you play the games on the PlayStation 3?
I played them both when they first came out on PS2. And then I played Shadow of the Colossus, the remaster on PS3. I have Iku on PS3, but I never played it because I didn't really like it. I'm an asshole. It was kind of boring for me, but that's just me. It's funny because Al's fucking crazy and he buys everything that comes out. I remember when that came out, Silent Hill 2 for the PS2 came out, and I played more Silent Hill 2, like times 10 than Iku.
I miss Silent Hill.
Dude, that Silent Hill 2 for PS2 was, oh my God, that game was incredible.
So good.
Okay. Yeah, I know. So going back to Shadow of the Colossus. I'm sorry, going back to The Last Guardian, I had to sit back and think, about the controls were like not really well received, and I think I'm gonna be able to overlook it. I think I am. First of all, Ueda, not because he doesn't age like Keanu Reeves. The man looks like he's still in his 20s.
Dude, it's him and Kojima, like, don't age.
He's almost 50 years old, and he does not age.
No, he doesn't.
And I'm like, holy fuck. But I think that Team Japan is going to, like, blow us away. I think it's going to be phenomenal. Did you see that new trailer that released today?
You know what? I did not see that.
Oh my God. I was like, I gotta see how it looks. And
I was
like, why the fuck did I watch it? I don't watch it. If you haven't seen it, don't watch it. It's all good though. It looks incredible. It looks like the combination of the kid and Trico, I guess we're going to call it Trico.
Mm-hmm.
The cat bird thing, whatever the hell.
Yeah, what is that thing anyway? Do we know what it is yet?
I don't know. The trailer sort of alludes to that it's something, but I'm not going to say anything. But the amount of emotion,
the liger,
yeah, right, the liger, the amount of emotion display on that, like that 2 or 3 minutes of gameplay, of random gameplay, I was just taken aback, like, god damn, like, if anyone's ever had a cat or a dog, and you've seen your dog or cat and they have a character to them. Like, not a pain in the ass cat or a pain in the ass dog. Like, oh, fuck that cat. I've had cats and dogs that are pain in the ass, but I've also had dogs and cats that have character. This looks like that. Like you look at this thing and it's like giving you this like emotional look, and you're just like, oh my god, like what the fuck?
It's alive.
I want to help this thing, you know. And so it's just like I'm gonna overshadow everything that negative I heard about the game and try it out myself. So that's my positive for that. I want that game to succeed as well, and I love Ueda. I'm probably mispronouncing his name, but I think I have faith in the team and what their vision is. I think it's going to be fantastic.
I almost feel like either this game's going to really be great and just catch people by surprise, or it's going to like not be so good.
Be 2 hours.
I don't feel like there's any in between.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to look at it this way. It's like it's a puzzle game essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So right off the bat, that's not a lot of replayability.
No, it's not.
Secondly, a single player puzzle game that's probably going to be very linear. As far as I know, it's linear. So it has a lot of things going against it, and they're going to have to justify that price too, man. It's a full price game. So
yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know how it's going to turn out. I mean, it might flop because of that, but I don't think it'll flop. I don't want it to flop because of what the content is, but it might flop for how much they try to present the game for as far as cost.
Yeah, you know, this is gonna be one of the few games where I'm just gonna wait till the reviews come out before, you know,
fair bet.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't.
You're gonna probably be balls deep in Final Fantasy anyways.
That's true. I might be balls deep in Final Fantasy. So, oh my, too many games out. Too many games. I don't have enough time.
What you do is you do like me, man. You play as much as you can in a week and a half of a brand new game, and then you move on. So then you have a huge ass backlog.
The problem is I got too many games right now, man. It's, you know, when you own both consoles, that's what happens.
Oh yeah, both. Like there's only fucking two. I don't even own a DS or any of the handheld like jazz things. I mean, I have a Vita, but I would never. If I did, I would never have time. I couldn't play them at work, or you know, my commute's only like 15 minutes, so you probably couldn't even get through like a tutorial of like 15 minutes. Screen. Yeah, basically. Yeah. But yeah, having the PC here as well. My God, I'm completely screwed. I always have. My problem is time and what I'm going to play, not do I have something to play? Because of course I have something to play. I've come to the realization that I definitely own way too fucking much, and this goes back to our initial conversation at the beginning of the podcast about buying stuff for Black Friday. In Black Friday's past, I would buy games that I've already bought on one console on the other console because I get it cheap. But that's just a crazy mentality, and that just shows how ridiculous I am. So I stopped doing that. So I don't want to increase I've already played Doom. You know, I don't want to have to buy 2 more copies of Doom just because I can. That's stupid.
But I am buying The Witcher 3 for PlayStation 4.
Well, that's a different. Like I said, that's a different story. I mean, you got a different set of achievements there, and it's.
And I get the DLC, which I haven't played yet. I haven't played any of the DLC yet.
Holy moly!
Phenomenal.
Oh, Blood and Wine it was out this year, and that's in my top 10 for games of the year because there's enough content in that DLC to be better than the majority of games that were out this year. For me personally, yes, sir. There's a Roach Quest.
Because there's a lot of good games came out this year, man. That says a lot.
Oh my God! Oh, you want to see my? Hold on, let me find my list of ridiculous games. Like, okay, so we had Ratchet and Clank, we had Doom, we had Blood and Wine. Like I said, we had Dark Souls 3. We have Inside. We had The Witness.
Inside's my game of the year.
We have Uncharted 4. We have Battlefield 1. A lot of people are putting Titanfall 2 on their list.
Which Al, you want to talk about in a little bit, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll give my little spiel on Titanfall 2, but I don't want to shoot that game down just yet. What other good games do we have this year? Oh, Enter the Gungeon was phenomenal. We had Stories, which is another indie game that I loved. People said that the new Civ 6 is good. People say that Tyranny is really good. I never played that. I'm sure I'm missing something. Gears of War 4 came out. That was really good.
We got to run some Horde, man.
Forza Horizon 3, that's in my top 3, but I don't know where it sits. That was such a good game. Everything was done for Forza Horizon 3 so well. Single player, multiplayer, giving stuff for free, giving benefits to gamers who have played the older games. I mean, you don't see that a lot from developers. That's a standout. There's so many good games this year, and there's still people out there bitching that this year there's no good games. I'm like, you guys are like, what the fuck are you looking at? Like, what are you playing on the Ouya? Are you playing on the Ouya? Like, what are you playing on that there's no good games?
No, there's plenty of great games out there to play. I mean, look at the great indie titles that came out this year, like Inside.
Oh my God.
You know, I was actually a big fan of Firewatch.
Oh, people love Firewatch. I will. Yeah.
I also enjoyed Abzu. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, Abzu was fantastic. I think Austin Wintory did a phenomenal job on the soundtrack there. That's probably one of the best soundtracks.
Was good.
That soundtrack is great. Doom soundtrack is phenomenal if you haven't heard it. Thumper, if anyone's played Thumper is awesome. Check Thumper out. Res Infinite is fucking awesome too.
I heard Thumper VR is insane.
Oh my God, that's the standout VR title that I played. I haven't told you guys. Yeah, that was when I went. My father-in-law got it, and he basically got every VR title.
Your father-in-law is is he a big gamer?
He is now because he's retired and he wanted a new hobby, so he asked me about video games. And I said, "What do you want?" I said, "Do you want to get an Xbox? You want me to get you into PC gaming?" And he's like, "Well, I really like the Ratchet and Clank games. Is there like a new Ratchet and Clank game coming out?" I was like, "Actually, there's one that just came out this year." So we went and got him a PS4 and Ratchet and Clank, and he's been hooked, man. I every week. I usually buy him like 1 or 2 games. I didn't buy him anything for Black Friday because he bought everything. I just sent him all the deals. He bought I think he bought 6 or 7 games this Black Friday today. Yeah, he's getting in there. He doesn't like the multiplayer stuff though, but yeah, I mean he's playing The Witcher 3. He played through The Last of Us. He played through Uncharted 4. I'm sorry, he played through the Nathan Drake collection. Then he played Uncharted 4. He loved those games. He loved Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, man, he's got a little bit of everything. He's got Until Dawn.
You know what, man? I have that game. I haven't played it yet.
Oh man, that's a great game too.
I know. I picked it up.
Came out last year, though. I'm not going to put that in my game of the year list. I mean, multiplayer games. There's a ton of multiplayer games this year that were fucking awesome. Battlefield, fucking Overwatch. I can't believe I left that off. Overwatch is phenomenal.
Nominated for Game of the Year too.
Yeah, easily. There's so much content there for people who love that game. I mean,
Blizzard supports their games.
Oh, Blizzard is awesome. People always give Blizzard a hard time, but Blizzard is pretty awesome. Yeah, man. Personally, I like the. People are gonna be like, "Who is this asshole?" I like Battlefield 1 more than I liked Overwatch for me, but I like that kind of.
Brandon disagrees with you.
Oh, he's welcome to that. I mean, a lot of people disagree with me. No, I mean, Overwatch sells like gangbusters, and people still play Overwatch for days. They have days of game time in there. That's awesome, and that's great. The point is, I want people to be happy with what they they do. I want people to. I want. That sounds like a missionary type of thing to say, but I do. I want gamers to enjoy playing games. I don't want.
Oh, you sound like a neutral now, man.
Be like, oh well, fuck you. This game is better. You know what? Well, you know what? I'll throw a shitty opinion out there. I liked Infinite Warfare's multiplayer. Fuck you if you don't. You know what I mean? I like that stuff.
What did you think of the campaign for Infinite Warfare?
I've only played 4 hours of it, and it's awesome. I hate shooter campaigns, and I'll tell that to everyone here before I go into Titanfall 2's campaign. I hate shooter campaigns. The last shooter campaign that I liked was first-person shooter campaign that I liked was probably Doom, and before that was probably Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 and Doom. That's like fucking 8 years. I do not like first-person shooter campaigns. I only play first-person shooters for multiplayer. That's what I do. So playing. I'm sorry, I got lost in my train of thought here. But yeah, I really liked it. What I played, I heard that it's character. I think the characters, Ethan is awesome. I was like, this robot is gonna have like a soul. I was like, oh man, this is a well written character. Whoever wrote Infinite Warfare was awesome, man. I think he's ex Naughty Dog, right?
I believe so. Yes, I believe he's. Yeah.
Is that Chicken Spaghetti? Hey man, thanks for dropping by, man.
What's up, Chicken? Chicken actually won. We gave away a copy of Halo Master Chief Collection
Oh, nice.
earlier in the week. Yeah, to celebrate Xbox 15 years of Xbox and Halo, and he won. So yeah,
He's too busy stuffing his face. Well, congrats, man. Congrats. I like the Master Chief Collection. Had a rocky start, but
it did have a rocky start.
Hey, but it has two of my favorite Halo games in there, which are Combat Evolved and Halo 3.
But Al, so yeah, you're right though. They a guy from Naughty Dog wrote the story, but
awesome.
But I haven't picked it up. I haven't picked up the game yet. I'm not going to for a little bit because I'm just backlogged. But I heard good stuff about the campaign, so I was asking.
Yeah.
Chicken Spaghetti says I'm going to be buying a PS4 Pro to complement my Xbox One.
Nice, man.
It's nice, dude.
Baller.
Yeah, dude. If you could do it, man. Because that's the best of both gaming worlds, man.
Oh man, the exclusives. Why not?
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So Al, tell us a little bit about Titanfall, man, because I know you had some. You talked about this before you went on air.
My spiel.
I really liked the campaign. It was one of my favorite campaigns.
Yeah.
The best part of the campaign for me was the gameplay. Obviously, I mean, there's not much there in terms of story, but
yeah, I mean the gameplay itself is awesome. It's on another level. The movement is insane. I mean, I thought that Doom's movement was like, oh, thank God they got movement back into first-person shooters. Everything is so slow. Oh, and I wanted to quick shout out, segue, Shadow Warrior 2, another standout. So good. Same thing. They brought back old school movement for the first-person shooter. It's awesome. Yeah, so back to Titanfall 2. I was not a fan of the alpha, was not a fan of the beta. And when the game came out, I got it day one, just like, the majority of Titanfall faithful did. And the multiplayer still, it just seemed too easy for me. That sounds like a pompous way to say it, but it just seems like everyone's on such an even playing field that it's almost not fun for people who are good at it, the older game.
Mm-hmm.
I got bored. I played for, I think, 2 hours the first night I got home, and that's unlike me. Usually on opening night of a multiplayer game release, I'll play until I go to work the next morning. I played 2 hours, and I was like, whatever. and in total, I still have my copy. I haven't traded it in or anything. But I think I put in maybe 6 or 7 hours in multiplayer. But it's not like. It's like, okay, it's okay. It's just not. And people are like, well, it's fantastic. I say it's okay if it's better if you didn't play the first Titanfall. I think I did. I played 200 hours of Titanfall on PC and Xbox One, and going back to it now, there's still active players. People are gonna laugh, but I think there's still as many active players on Titanfall on Xbox One as there are on Titanfall 2 on Xbox One, but that might be off. But you can always find game though. People are always like, there's only like 200 people in my region. Well, you can just jump into a game instantaneously because Respawn and EA know what the fuck to do when they're with their servers, and they have quick join sessions, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, disregard what I said about the same amount of players, but it just seems like it's still alive. I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, so that's my quibbles about multiplayer. So going into the single player, I spent, like I said, my first night just playing multiplayer. I really wasn't concerned about the single player because I was like, it's going to probably be not that great. Well, I was wrong to a degree. The single player is pretty awesome. You basically are allied with Optimus Prime. He's got a similar demeanor, similar voice.
Similar voice.
As your Same cadence,
same cadence.
And it's pretty awesome. But the more I played it and the more I think about it, there's a standout sequence, a standout level that is so good, and people are going to be like, "This is fucking ridiculous," but I say it is so good that it makes the rest of the campaign fall flat. Because they don't implement what happens. And this is probably going to be a mild spoiler for people, but I'll say it anyways because I'm an asshole, I guess. I'll try to keep it spoiler light, okay, to appease the masses. The mechanic that you get is chicken spaghetti, just dropping the bombs right there in the chat.
I gotta see what he did.
I'm not gonna repeat if you can read it.
Yeah, he just taught.
There's a mechanic that they introduce in one level only. But it is so well done.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It's a shame that they didn't implement in more of the campaign, because looking back, it's sort of like it's an okay game with great movement and fun weapons, but some of the decisions for the game are very weird. Like for one example, you can change your Titan's loadout by literally hitting the D-pad left and right, or left on a menu. And it's not like it doesn't go to a cutscene or anything. It's just instantaneously he has a rocket launcher for an arm instead of a machine gun. That was sort of like, oh, that sort of sucks. So it's sort of like you can there's 2 Titan loadouts for the single player game that you can cheese everything on the hardest difficulty to the end, and you can get the hardest achievements or trophies easily because they're so overpowered. It's ridiculous, and it's literally a button press away. I don't like that. I think that is terrible. But back to like the game mechanic that's missing. Like if they implemented that game mechanic earlier, I don't think they could have drawn. It's so, I wouldn't say revolutionary, because Dishonored 2 does the same thing and possibly better than Titanfall 2, and for a lot longer. They did it earlier in the campaign in Titanfall 2, where they give you this mechanic where you can change how it is.
Change how it is.
I know. I'm trying to be sort of vague for people who don't want to be spoiled. And I don't know, B Money's in the chat. He gets where I'm coming from. I like the campaign. It is good. It's better than 80% of the campaigns. Like I said, I don't play first-person shooters for the story. I'm that guy. I play it for the multiplayer only. Everything's secondary after that. Everything. It's okay. I would say it's a little bit better than average, but not the best I've ever played. But I guess I'm a hard critic. I don't know. But again, playing Dishonored, different type of game. They're both first person games, but one is more stealth and more
stealth. Yeah.
The mechanic is very similar, but Dishonored does it 10 times better.
You almost 10 times better. You almost want it like in Titanfall 2, like when playing that level. You were at least
when it comes to the end, you're like, why don't I have that again? Why don't I have that?
You almost thought that.
Why do I have to give that up? It sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you go back to the grinder, meat grinder, if you will, of like and then it's sort of the rest of after that point, you go back to what it was before, and then it's not as fun. It wasn't as fun. Instantaneously for me, it was like, oh, I don't have that anymore. I was like, oh, well, that sort of sucks. And the ending of the game was so flat soda to me, but that's just me. It had a very it's gonna go this way, it's gonna be this way, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be awesome, and then it was like, oh, they went that way, and now you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm the hardest cat to please. What can I say?
Well, no, I think definitely. I think that level, kind of, like I see what you're saying. Like you go to that level, and you have that perk or that that ability to do what you're doing, and then like you said, you almost expect to carry that throughout the rest of the game.
Oh my god, it would have changed the entire dynamic of the game.
But then again, it was also only for that level, because of what you were doing. So I kind of understand that. With it because what was going on in the story, but yeah, I mean, I could see that. It's funny. There's almost one part of the game where you may remember this, where things are frozen around you,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and it made me think, oh, this is how Quantum Break probably should have looked.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. They did a lot of stuff. People couldn't allude to what we're talking about. Yeah, I think Quantum Break tried to do that, and I think Titanfall does it better. And again, I still think Dishonored does it better than both. But it's the
Mhm.
same mechanic. If you know what we're talking about, you could have gathered by now. Um, Chicken Spaghetti says, "I'm going to predict the best voice actor of the year for the next Game Awards. Whoever voices the protagonist and Uncle Jack in We Happy Few and the characters in The Long Dark." I never played both of those. I'm a terrible person.
I played a little bit of the We Happy Few, and once I got out of the
Jeff, aka Banana Factory, has told me nothing but good things about The Long Dark. I got to check that out
yeah,
so
I
I
haven't
can have a
played that.
conversation with him about it.
Yeah,
And Flunky's played it. JT has played a lot of it too.
JT's play. Yeah, I haven't played it.
What's We Happy Few about? What is that?
Geez, We Happy Few. So it's
That's the one with like they got like the masks, right?
yeah, and they're taking like drugs and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a survival. It's like a survival horror game,
Oh, that's
but it
interesting.
doesn't
Okay.
like when you saw it at E3, it didn't look like that. Like a lot of people were
All right.
comparing it to like BioShock.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water, but I can still hear you in my headset.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
So a lot of people were comparing it to BioShock when they showed the trailer at E3. But it really is it's a survival horror game. The I don't know. It's like it takes place in like a fictional English city. Um, Geez, I don't remember all the stuff, all the ins and outs of the game, but I know that everyone's on this like hallucinogenic drug called joy that makes everyone happy, but also like makes everyone like easily controlled and lacking like any sense of morality. That makes any sense. Um, and you control a guy who ends up becoming like a downer because you choose to like stop using joy, which is like the main drug. It's a first person perspective, but it's like it's an RPG, combines like RPG survival elements to it. But the survival piece, like so when you get like Al, when I got out of the um yeah, actually chicken spaghetti's right. It's not a mask, it's actually paint. You're right.
Okay. Okay.
But when I like when you're like in the beginning of the game and you get out of the like I forget what you're doing. So dude, my memory's so shot, man.
That's okay. Don't worry about it, man. I was just curious.
No,
It sounds interesting.
no, I'm just trying to think of like wait. So basically, like when you get out of the whatever you're at, and you go into like the city, and you have to collect like water, food, stuff like that. But the problem is like you get tired easily, you get hungry fast, and the
Okay.
game, at least in the preview program when I was playing it, it's too much of a chore.
Okay.
So I stopped playing it.
Yo, not to interrupt, but it seems that Target is saying that Last Guardian is going to be available Tuesday.
What?
It says available Tuesday. Dead Rising 4 and The Last Guardian.
Okay, hold on.
What? Are you kidding me right now? Or do they move up the release date?
No, that's gotta be like-
Wario 64 just tweeted it out. Well, he tweeted it out 40 minutes ago.
that's got to be like a.
It's got to be.
It's gonna be a typo.
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, Tuesday the 6th of December is what Bagaria said. Bagaria's hilarious. You guys should follow Bagaria. He's funny. That's weird, man.
Yeah. So,
Anyways, so yeah, I got to check out both of those. So I guess the voice acting is really good in that game. Interesting.
yeah, the voice acting is pretty good in the game. It's pretty good, but it's
What are your game? I'm sorry. What are your game of the year nominees for like any kind of category?
for me.
I mean, I've already told you like games of the year for me. But like I have like 15 games I got to narrow down.
I'm gonna say Inside for me is game of the year, best game of the year this year.
Oh wow, you even know which one? That's pretty awesome. See, I can't do that. I gotta wait. I want to finish Dishonored 2. I'm still on the last mission. Still
You played
taking
Inside right now? You played it, right?
Yeah, I loved Inside.
What'd you think?
I think it was the first one of both the podcasts to finish it. BRAP and SDGC.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
I played it and finished it within 3.5 hours, and it was some of the most insane 3.5 hours I've ever played in a video game the last year, 2 years. It's
Oh,
awesome.
dude, it's so good.
So good. Yeah. I honestly have no idea for a game of the year for me. But that's great that you're like adamant. This is it. Because
Well, you know what though? You know what
I
though,
spent a
Al?
lot of
I say that right now, but I haven't played Final Fantasy 15. Who knows?
yeah, and that people are like, oh, what's your game of the year, Al, so far? And I'm like, well, I'll tell you on December 31st. You know what I mean? I don't know right now. My year is still not done. I still have Final Fantasy 15. I still have The Last Guardian. I mean, they might not be good games, but let's be honest, not all the games are out right now.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
All Stars. Yeah, he just reminded me. Darksiders War Master is coming out, and Watch Dogs 2 for the PC. I only played 2 hours of Watch Dogs 2 on the PS4. My neighbor brought it over so we could check it out. That game is awesome. I'm playing that. I'm going to play that on PC though, because why the fuck not? That game looks beautiful as shit, and that game is awesome. I was like, I hated. I wouldn't say hate, but I did not like Watch Dogs the first game. I like two things. I liked the character movement, and I liked the auto shotgun. And that sounds ridiculous, but the auto shotgun in that game is so satisfying to run around and just shoot people.
Yeah.
And that's all I played him as like a murder simulator with a auto shotgun.
I didn't like Aiden. I didn't like him as a character.
He was awful. He was, I don't even know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the second game, I will say, if you'd never played Watch Dogs, you guys were on the fence with Watch Dogs 2 because like everything bad about Watch Dogs 1. I liked it a lot. I bought it on PC that night. I thought the game looks beautiful. The music is awesome. If you like indie electronic music, like I think the Hudson Mohawk did the actual soundtrack. He's from Warp Records. There's some Aphex Twin stuff in there, some Square Pusher. There's some underground hip hop stuff. It's really, really well thought out. Fake San Francisco. They cut out South San Francisco because South San Francisco is pretty much shit. When I lived there, I lived outside of Oakland for a little while. It is. It's terrible. I lived in the section that they cut out. So it's shitty there. So I wouldn't include that in this either. But it's awesome. I mean, the characters are pretty well written. I like this Ubisoft. This Ubisoft has given us some pretty good shit this last couple of years. I think AC Syndicate was awesome. Rainbow Six Siege, I heard was fantastic. I only played a little bit of that.
It was good. It was good.
I liked Far Cry Primal a lot, and I liked The Division a lot. When it first came out, people want to hate on that game right now. That's awesome. But you know what? Everyone was fucking playing that the week it came out, and I loved it that week.
I did. You know, I enjoyed it when it was out. When it first dropped.
I gotta get back into it. I heard the survival mode is actually pretty fun. It just came out today or yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get back to Division.
Yeah, I gotta give it a shot to see what it's all about.
Yeah. No, Ubi's done good, man. They've done good this year.
Yeah, so I think that Uplay is actually a pretty good service. I think that I like the fact that if you play any Ubisoft game, you earn Ubisoft achievements that carry over from every console, and they unlock actual stuff in your game, which is cool. I think Steam should copy that. I think Nintendo should copy that. I think PlayStation, Xbox, everybody should copy that. Your achievement points should fucking do something in the game you play. And that's a great way to reward you for doing stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I had a great time that night. Like I said, my neighbor's like, oh, I heard you got the PS4 Pro, and I got this game today. And I was like, whoa, you got the Watch Dogs? Let's check it out. The game is awesome. The game is crazy.
Yeah, no, I've heard a lot of good things about it from people who played it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to hold off. because I can't get until I finish this other stuff, the other stuff that I have.
I heard it's another 25-hour game. It's another big ass game.
I can't do that, man.
I'm gonna be juggling that and Final Fantasy until the end of the year. I'm crazy. And The Last Guardian. I still have Last Guardian. It's my last game I think I picked up before the end of the year.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy, man.
And then January, man, Gravity Rush.
That's right, Gravity Rush 2. Kind of glad that got pushed back to January.
Mm-hmm. February's fucked up. February has like a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, February's crazy. Persona 5.
No, that's April. Man. That got pushed back. That's right in my heart right there, man. I love Persona.
Yeah, April. So So Al, we're gonna wrap up the podcast, man.
Yeah,
And,
man. It was awesome to talk about.
Yeah, man.
And I'm thankful everyone came in and talked about games.
Yeah, no, it was a good time, man. It was great, great conversation, talking about games, shooting the shit.
Yeah.
And we miss having you on, man. We gotta get you back on again sometime soon, man.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Hey, Al, any predictions for the PlayStation experience?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I really haven't heard anything much. I mean, there's a Marvel vs. Capcom 4 rumor going around right now. I don't know if there's any weight to it, but I really can't say anything. I have no idea. My sources, we're dead as shit for that. They're dead as shit for PSX. I have no idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
Well, there's still time. Maybe you hear some things.
Maybe. I mean, the cowboy might get on his horse again. Who knows? No, don't read into that at all. But I will say, I am happy that Red Dead is actually announced formally. But I will also say, don't expect it next year. That's all I'm going to say. Wait, what?
Whoa. So no fall 2017?
No.
Really?
Okay. I mean,
all right.
People want to believe it's coming. You keep the faith.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, big thank you everyone for joining us in the live chat and for hanging out with us on this special edition of Black Friday.
Yeah, man.
Video games. And definitely check out some of those videos I did today. They're pretty funny.
Oh God, it's like the best. It's like not the best, but it's some of the funniest 10 minutes of you're gonna have this weekend. I enjoyed it.
Oh man, I was telling you, as I was doing those videos, I was trying not to laugh. It was hard, man. It was hard.
Oh, All-Star brought. Okay, I gotta give some attention. Kingdom Hearts, man. Kingdom Hearts is coming in January, man.
Oh, that's right. Kingdom Hearts is coming in January.
We are so screwed for time right now. It sucks.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
But hey, big shout out to again everyone in the live chat. B Money was here. He's one of our co-hosts on Basement Radio, and All-Star Gamer, Witty Maths, Fastback, Sergeant No Rider. Yep.
Chicken Spaghetti,
and Megatron. And if there's anyone else I forgot, thank you for joining us live on this special edition of Basement Radio Arcade. So we'll be back on next Wednesday, our usual time, talking video games and, shooting the shit and having a good time. So, Al, thank you again, man. I appreciate it, man. It was great having you on again and talking video games, man.
Yeah, it was awesome. Always.
All right. So we'll everyone have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll catch you guys next Wednesday at our usual time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And other than that, Al, you have anything else you want to say?
Nah. That's it. Everyone I hope you had a good holiday, and stay safe. Stay safe this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll catch you guys next Wednesday. See ya.